Hello everyone, this is Crime Alley Comics, and I wanted to show you guys a few books tonight that I picked up at a new LCS that I found over in Huntington, Indiana. The place is called Corn Coast Comics. They actually have a website as well, and they're fairly unknown. They've only been around about 3 years. And they do have a website, but they don't have a whole lot of stuff on their website at the moment. But they're planning on upgrading their website so you can see more of the books that they have. He's in the process of cataloging what he has, but it's a really, really neat comic book store. So if anybody sees this video that's around the Huntington, Indiana area, they would be very appreciative to have you guys stop by their shop. They had a 50% off sale last weekend. So, and that was the first time I'd ever been there. So I ran over there and picked up a few books. So I thought I'd go through those tonight. First up is Swamp Thing Annual #1 from 1982. I already have a copy of this, but I really like this cover. And it's got Adrienne Barbeau and Swamp Thing from the movie. I also picked up this copy of Clayface #1. And this is the lenticular cover. I had the other 3 books that came out like that. There was a Joker and a Penguin, and I believe the other one's Bane, and then there was this one, and this is the only one I didn't have, and they had it there. And I think you've probably seen this Catwoman book in my collection before, because I do have another copy, and I know I've shown that in a previous video, but he had a copy of this. That's Catwoman #65. Very interesting cover. Okay. Now this is a book I did not have. And I've been looking for this for a while. This is The New Gods, Gunfire, The Joker. #1. Showcase 94. And I've been watching this book on eBay for a while, and they always want more money than I want to pay for it. So they had it at Corn Coast Comics, so I picked it up there. And like I said, these were all 50% off. Next one up, Batman 527. Crazy looking Two-Face cover. I don't remember now. Yeah, Kelly Jones. Yeah, this is a Kelly Jones cover. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if his name's Mike Balint, but this Catwoman cover, I'm pretty sure his last name's Balint, but I can't remember his first name for sure. I think it's Mike Balint. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Batman Spectre, Brave and the Bold, #75. Pretty decent shape. And of course, that's a Neal Adams cover. Now, these two did not come from Corn Coast Comics. These came off of eBay. But I hadn't showed them to you guys, so I wanted to show you these. You know, back a few months ago, Matt from the boy who had 7, he sent me that that Neal Adams print of Valeria, the she-bat. And so I didn't have any comics from that run, and so I picked up a couple off eBay. This one being number 1. And you can see Neal Adams' signature there at the top. And this one being number 2. Love the artwork on these. Alright, now this next one came with my 900 plus comic haul. This is also a Neal Adams book. Skate Man number 1. Alright, now I thought I'd show a few more books from my 900 plus comic haul. If I can get a hold of them here. Like I said, this is just a random, I got these all flipped around, but this is just a random grab from the box as I'm bagging and boarding. This one is, I think it's pronounced Iliad. Iliad 2, number 1. The Birth. The Silent Invasion. Number 5. And this one's number 6. Halloween Comic Fest, My Little Pony. I think my granddaughter might like this one. And then here's My Little Pony number. I have no idea what number. Oh, it says classic first issue at the bottom, so. Dick Tracy Weekly, number 31. Guess I could hold these back farther so you can see them better. Ooh, sorry about that. Zot from Eclipse Comics. This is number 35. I found these to be quite interesting. Modern Warfare 2 Ghost. This is number 6. Number 5. Four. And these are by Wildstorm Comics. Number 3. Number 2. This one is I Come in Peace. And I don't know for sure. I can't really make out. Oh. Looks like GMC Comics. Never heard of them. Well, there's that one. That's kind of a weird cover. That was number... Well... I think it's number 1. Yes, it's number 1. And this one is number 2. All right. And for the next group, get these out of the way. This is by Eternity Comics, Subspecies, number 4. These are interesting. Zooniverse by Eclipse Comics. This is number 1. This one is number 2. Number 3. Number 5. And I guess that's all of those. I thought there was another one, but I guess not. Okay, here's a few more of the Iliad 2. This is number 3. And this is another Iliad 2. This is number 2. I don't think these are necessarily from the same series. I'm not sure. And then there was quite a few of these in here in this lot. Alien Legion. This is number 3. And this is by Eclipse, or no, not Eclipse, Epic. Yeah, Epic Comics. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Get this over here where you can see it. And if I remember right, these are all Strawman covers. This is number 14. Number 15. '16. 17. And 18. So once again, there are very many comics in this haul that I know virtually nothing about. A lot of the comic book companies, the the indie companies, the Eclipse and so on like that I've heard of, and there was a lot of Boom Comics and a lot of different, IDW, Image in this haul, but there's several that I've never heard of. Now most of these I have, but the titles I haven't. I've really not paid any attention to a lot of these titles. But like I said, I'm getting an education from this haul because I'm seeing a lot of stuff that I've never really seen or noticed before. So, and maybe, when I get to the point where I can do an online auction, I may end up selling off a lot of these books. I don't know. And some other stuff that I've got that I want to sell. But hopefully I'll get that all worked out before long. But anyway, like I said, that comic book shop, if you go online and just type in, it's corncoastcomics.com. And they have, I was really surprised to find that they had so many older books that I wasn't really expecting to see there, because you don't see them in a lot of LCSs. He had a lot of books, well, just like that Brave and the Bold, number 75. What really kind of ticks me off, a friend of mine at work that lives in Fort Wayne, he has started collecting comics, and so me and him talk a lot about comics. And so I was telling him about them having the 50% off sale, and he mostly collects 60s and 70s comics. And so he went over there, and he sent me a picture after he went. And this is a book I've been looking for a very long time. It's Brave and the Bold number 79. I believe it's 79 is the one he picked up. And it's, of course, a Neal Adams comic. It's a very popular cover. And yeah, they had that there, but he picked it up and snagged it before I got there. So so anyway, he said he had this other one in his hand, the one that I picked up. So but he said he put it back. So then he said, "You're welcome." But yeah, so they had a lot of books there that I'd really like to have had, but they were higher dollar books that I really didn't want to spend the money for at the time. But and one of the big things I was really surprised to see there was he had a lot of Treasury editions. He must have had 15 of them up on the wall, and that wasn't all that he had. Naturally, he had the main one that I'm looking for, the Muhammad Ali versus Superman comic, and I forget now if it's C56 or which one, what the number is on it. But anyway, he had one of them up there, but they wanted $100 for it, and he does consignment, so I think this one might have been on consignment, and he wanted $100 for it, and it wasn't in great shape. So he even made the comment that they wanted too much money for it. Well, the guy I was talking to was the owner, but he said he took stuff in on consignment, so some of the stuff he was selling was on consignment, and he said, that's too much. And I'm like, yeah. That's also the same place, and I don't remember if I showed it on, I know I posted it on Instagram, but I also bought my wife Creep Show from 1982, and it's kind of it's about the size of a Treasury edition, only a little thicker, and it's more of a square bound book. And this was the first printing of it, and my wife's a big Stephen King fan, so he had that there, and I picked it up for a decent price. I think I paid $30 for that one. But anyway, It's a really cool place. They don't have just comic books. They have action figures and, you know, all the other collectible stuff. So, yeah, if you get a chance, stop by there. And the next time I go over there, because he also takes stuff on trade, so I may gather up, you know, some books and take them over there and see what kind of a deal he'll give me on something that I really want. So, the next time I go over there, if I have time and they're, you know, not full of people or something, I may try to do a little video of his shop to show you what his shop's all about. It's pretty neat. Anyway, that's all I have for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this little tour de books. And everybody have a great weekend, because that's coming up. And I hope you find what you're looking for if you're out on the hunt this weekend. So everyone have a great weekend, and we will see you all next video.